Hi, I'm Maggie Weldon, owner of Maggie's Crochet. I'm very proud to say that maggiescrochet.com is the largest all crochet site online with thousands of crochet patterns and hundreds of them are free. I've been crocheting for over 40 years and I've been designing for over 30. So I'm hoping that through these videos I can help you to master the art of crochet. So pick up your hook and your yarn and let's get started. In this video, I want to show you how to do a single crochet circle. A circle that you can make as large as you want, and you don't always have to count the rounds. I'm going to show you a little trick for that. So I'm going to start out with chain 2 and 6 single crochet in the second chain from hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now you can join this if you want. You can go like this, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet like this, and then the directions would say chain 1, 2 single crochet in each single crochet around. So that would give you 12. Like that. So it would repeat like that. You would join every round. You would chain 1 and single crochet around each round, increasing. You have to increase by 6 each round for single crochets. Now that would be round 2, and there should be 12 single crochets in round 2. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the next round would be every other single crochet you'd work an increase of 2 single crochets. So you're going to go slip stitch to join right here. You're going to chain 1 single crochet in the same chain as joining. Usually it's 2 single crochets in the same chain as joining, and then 1 in the next one, and then 2, and then 1, and then 2, and then 1 single, and then 2 singles. But you're increasing every other single crochet. So every time you do this, you're going to have 1 more between your increases. 1 more by itself. I did 2 increases together. So it should be 1, and then 2. Ooh. Okay, 2. I forgot I was doing a single crochet there for a minute. And then 1. Okay, so if you count, there should be 6 more. So the first round will be 6, the second will be 12, the third will be 18, and so on. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, now let's say that instead of joining, your pattern says do not join rounds, mark end of each round. So what does that mean? So you would come to here, and instead of joining, you would place a different colored marker at the end of this round before you joined it. So the way people have different crocheters have different ways of doing this, but this is the way I like to do it. So I take a contrasting a color of yarn, and I lay it over the last stitch after the last stitch and before I join to the next stitch. But I'm not going to join really, I'm just going to start working in the next round without joining. So I need to put 2 single crochets right here, so I'm not going to join, I'm just going to start working in the next stitch of the previous round. So I've got 2 singles here, and then I have 1 and 1. Remember I said you have to put one more single in between your increases on this round. So you're going to do an increase and a single and a single, an increase, which is 2 single crochets in the same stitch, a single by itself and a single by itself, and then an increase, and then a single by itself and a single by itself, and then an increase, and then a single by itself, a single, and then 2 singles in the same stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 and 1. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 24 stitches around. Now we're back to the marker. So it's coming out this way, so it's on the front side, so I'm just gonna lay it over to the back side, and I just keep folding it back and forth. So this next one, I'm gonna do 2 in the first one, 1, 1. Now this time we need 3 in between. So I've got my 3, and then I'm going to be increasing. And you're actually increasing on the first single crochet of the increase from the row before, the round before. And if you don't want your increases to be all in the same spot, you could throw your repeat off a little bit and start with, instead of starting with the increase, just start with a single by itself and then increase another stitch down to throw off the increasing. So there's 3 stitches in between each increase on round 1, 2, 3, 4, on round 5. Okay, so now I'm at the end of round 5. So my marker is in the back, and I'm going to bring it to the front, and I just work over my marker. I'm going to do 2 here. So now in between the increases, I'm going to have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See, so my marker is going to move back and forth, like it'll be back and forth with each round around. This way you don't have to join, and you don't have the little marks where the rounds were joined either. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have an increase. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have an increase. If you come around and you started with an increase and you end up with the end of the repeat, like the 4 singles by themselves, then you know you did it right. Okay, so now there's the end of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, round 6. So my marker is in the front, so I just, before I do my work in my next round, I'm going to move that to the back. And I'm going to hold that between my last stitch here and my next stitch that I work in, like this. So I just keep doing that, and when I reach the width of my circle that I need and I'm finished with my marker, all I have to do is pull it out. And other people, they mark it different ways, but this is the way I like to do it here. And usually when you finish this circle like this, you would come to your last stitch here, and you wouldn't want to work if it only told you to do 6 rounds. You wouldn't want to do any more stitches on beyond this marker here. So you would just slip stitch in the next stitch to join that round. And then you don't have any joining marks, especially if you're doing a hat or something like that. You wouldn't have any joining marks. Another idea I have for you is to take 6 safety pins and put them at equal spots all the way around your circle. And every time you get to the safety pin, do your increase around that safety pin. I mean, near it, so that you don't have to count anymore. But I know some people really like to count. Sometimes I really like to count and sometimes I don't. But if you were doing a huge circle, you might want to put those pins in place and then just keep moving them out to the outer perimeter where you're working. But that's how you do single crochet circle. And all of the single crochet stitches are on the right side when you do it like this. And this is what the wrong side looks like, which is quite interesting there. And the right side. So I think the right side looks prettier. The eyes of your single crochet stitches are showing up on the right side. And this is my marker, and you'll notice how the marker goes off to the side like this, because your stitches are kind of like off center like that. So the wider you went on this circle, the more you'd see this marker go all the way around. There's ways to prevent that, but that'll be another video. And some of the examples of the single crochet are on from the website are the Quick and Easy toy set, and I've got the turtle right here. In the back of the turtle is the single crochet, and there's no joining there. It was just a continuous circle. This is 2 strands of worsted weight yarn for the little turtle, and his back is done in rounds of single crochet, and the underside belly is done with the single crochet rounds. And that's pattern number PA874. It's got a cute little clown, a block, and a ball that goes with it. And another thing is the Pansy kitchen set is real popular, and the casserole cover starts out on the bottom with 2 strands. I think it's 2 or 3, I can't remember. It almost looks like 3 strands of worsted weight yarn, and you just do a continuous circle of and this I don't think is joined, and you just do a continuous circle of single crochet stitches for the bottom, and it works up really quick because you're using 3 strands of worsted weight yarn. And then you crochet, single crochet straight up the sides. And that's for the Pansy kitchen set, which is PB030 at maggiescrochet.com. So that's how you do a single crochet circle, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or suggestions, just email videos@maggiescrochet.com. And thank you very much for watching.